Alright, here we go.
10 seconds max.
What was that, Chips?
10 seconds.
Yeah, we're fapping, baby.
And here we go. Looks like a bum rush from the 79th. More of a phased transition for 2nd-AD with overload on one side with a machine gunner and anti-tank.
Max, we had a few extra seconds of cap. They're probably gonna try to go in our flanks.
Roger.
I guess a few of them didn't run right into point.
Let's see how this approach works. Second AD still running with 10 men. It looks like their flanking effort ended up being for naught. It looks like 79th has the vast majority of the people in the point at the moment.
There's a few guys inside compound between us, Chips.
Yeah, my OP's out.
Oh. That's Chris JT taking down Token and Hunter. Another wave spawned by 2nd-AD. Unfortunately, that OP looks watched by several automatic weapons, so that's going to be not too good for the 2nd Armor team. Looks like 79th has
Good
full
OP on
control
my
of the
mark,
center point.
Chips.
Brother.
Second floor, middle window, Chips. And outpost down.
Brother. We're having a little trouble over here. They're in the house.
Chris burned another OP. Both OPs gone.
Wave spawn back at Garrison for 2nd-AD. 79th has full control of the point now, and it's going to be very difficult for them to fight back. That's pretty much an open field at this point. Looks like they're advancing through both flanks, which is pretty much the only way you can do. Once you lose the point on this side, it's damn near impossible to get back. Oh, good rocket by 79th. I'm surprised that didn't kill anybody. They were saved by the brick wall over there. Second AD is bunched up and squad wiped by a grenade. Looks like they bunched up a little bit too much there. This is going to be extremely difficult for them to get out of their situation right now. It looks like 79th has all the areas of access covered. Still only 10 people on the 2nd Armored side.
Can one of my guys go into play?
Yep, they've got 11 now. It looks like 2nd Armored is trying to overload the east end of this attack. All right, they've got 12. You can send your full team in now.
Roger.
All right, we begin the 12-on-12 action with the entire 2nd Armored team trying to push through one side. But unfortunately, they're just completely boxed out at this point. They're going to get enfilade fire over here by Chris and JFK with the rocket and assault class here.
I got him! Possible garrison right there. So that means the area garrisons on my light vehicle mark, or
Copy.
to the west.
Well, it looks like 79th has guessed pretty much within a couple of feet where the two garrisons for 2nd-AD are. So it's going to be very difficult for 2nd-AD to get back into the game right now, especially with this little bit of a piecemeal effort here. This is a very bold push by Chips here, right to the destroyed Tiger, right up on the boundary line there. Second AD's spawn to the west. Look like it's under fire the second they spawn, so that's not going to work out too well for them. It's going to take an aggressive push from 2nd-AD in order to get this to work for them. Great rocket by 79th. Takes out a 2nd-AD member. Good counter rocket, but unfortunately it hits a little bit short on the brick wall. If they hit the house here, it might have taken out both of them. Unfortunately, not the good adjustment for the second shot. And that also hits the brick wall. They're pushing aggressively, but unfortunately they're just shooting through the smoke and dropping the 2nd-AD as they come up. You have an aggressive suicide charge by Orc who went medic. A little bit of a breakout here by Jesta. I'm not sure if he's going to end up getting pinned down from that position, or if he's going to be able to initiate a westward flank. very comfortable position right now for 79th right now. They've got complete control of Hugo's farm, and they've got 2nd-AD limited to basically 2 small choke points, which is going to be almost impossible to get back. As I mentioned before, with the fight against Legion, Hugo's farm should not be a point for 18v18. It's just too one-sided. It's impossible to... Whoa. That is one hell of a body throw.
Chips, how you doing?
I think you have
rockets
both
being
squads near you.
exchanged.
We're not really getting any resistance on the road anymore.
Yeah, we got quite a few that were just farming over here.
Farming's a good word. Unfortunately, they're going back to their old habit of bashing their head against a wall until it works. They really need to try something else if they're going to be successful here. Even just throwing smokes and advancing through the open field is probably a better idea than what they've got right
Max
now.
just killed 3 by you.
This is looking like it's just going to be a meat grinder kill farm for 79th for the next 20 minutes. There's not too much left that 2nd-AD can do unless they get really lucky with a flank push. If 79th gets into too much of a false sense of security and 2nd-AD has a presence of mind to shift all their people over to the west for a flank attack. But we don't see any evidence of that right now. A little bit of a flank by Necromancer here. I really wish both of these guys would stop doing this eastern spawn. It's clearly not an avenue that 79th is going to let them do. However, they are getting a little bit bunched up. If Pelican can get a rocket over this wall and have it hit the house, he could take out 3, possibly 4 of them in one go. And then this push would have a completely different story. Alright, here we go. We've got 6 on 5, 5 on 5. There goes the smoke, and there goes half of 2nd-AD, and 2nd-AD is pretty much gone. Yeah, there's the problem. They can just sit behind that wall and throw nades. He's going to have to get that rocket shot a lot higher than what they've been doing. They've just been smashing against the wall, and it's not doing anything. We'll see if 2nd-AD finally decides to abandon this rather feudal eastern approach.
We're taking shots from like your side of the map.
Doesn't
Chips.
look like it.
Yeah, Roger.
They are trying a run right down the center of the field with varying degrees of success. Finally, an adjustment of the rockets from Pelican. Unfortunately, that one's going to go way high. There we go. One finally hits the target, but it's at a time where they're not there. Pretty sure you're not allowed to be mounting on that, right?
What's up?
You're not supposed to be on those things, right?
What's not above head height, right?
Oh yeah, fair enough. It's pretty much right at head height.
Yeah, this ain't Bill's fair game, bud.
Alright, Just making sure. I mean, you guys are the experts on this. We're just trying to.
Oh, you had me
Figured
question it too. I asked Max. He said it was good.
All right, cool. All right, good to know. That's pretty much right at head height, so that is actually mountable. Burger Boy is using the cover of smoke in order to try to throw more smokes. And he goes down. Alright, it looks like 2nd-AD has shifted their attack to the west. Is it a little bit too little too late? We'll see. Just under 15 minutes remaining. Good rocket. Surprised it didn't take out the squad leader over there. Unfortunately, they're getting caught in the open a little bit and not winning these 50-50 gun battles. Although it has thinned 79th out a little bit. They've reinforced their center.
Those
and,
hay bales are in game or in play.
weakened
They're
their
not above
east.
head height, though. Also, just so you know.
Copy, thanks. Yeah, I asked him about it, and yeah, it is right at head height, so that's good. So it looks like they've shifted. Now this side's got about a squad attacking, and then the squad attacking this side. Second AD is still getting farmed for kills, and they're just not pushing out successfully on this side at this point. Looks like Voodoo's going for an end-around flank. Not a terrible idea. I mean, if he gets away with it and he's actually able to get around and put an OP up, this could be game-changing. I think he's just sitting here a little bit too long. He's got to do something. Yeah, now he's under fire. He waited too long. If you're going to do that, you just need to make a run for it. Now he's going to get marked by the team, and they're going to come and they're going to do something about this. If you're going to make an aggressive flanking move like that, you just need to go for it. Don't be stealthy. Don't wait and hold your position. You can't just sit here and give them the time to do something about it. Now Voodoo's falling back. I'm not really sure what that accomplishes. Unless they lost their OP. They're going to have to find a way to adjust. We've got 10 minutes left and no significant progress toward retaking their old position. Looks like they've all gathered up into one point where a single rocket can take them all out. I don't recommend this. They're throwing the first smoke. Looks like they're beginning an advance through the open field. And this is just not going to work. They're going to start drawing fire from all over the field. This is just advertising their position. They're way too close together. One nade can take them all out. Yeah, this is went exactly as you would expect it to. Easy Max laying down a solid wall of suppression fire as the rest of the squad advances under smoke. Unfortunately, it's just not going to be enough. You're going to get taken out one at a time here. Over here in the western approach, got a few of them back in. Oh, what an unbelievable rocket by Nupton.
Your side of the map.
Clear across
Yeah,
the
well,
side
he's
of the
dead
map
already.
and takes out at
Quit
least
trying
3
to
enemy
come over
people.
and steal our flank.
Hopefully that communication
see
gets
them, like,
over to the other squad
They're
and
in
they
the
can
red
push hard.
zone, and they're hiding. They're peeking you, but not peeking us. We can't see them, Max.
Guys, look at the draw.
I'm gonna draw you.
We'll draw your mom.
And 20 minutes into the game, we get the
Getting
first
kicked
mom
off like
joke in
Grants
command
and
chat
like
from the
that.
79th. Given the people on both sides, I'm surprised it's taken this long. Another well-aimed rocket here by Attack Pelican, but unfortunately there is just nobody over there for that to land on. I'll tell you, the rocket play has definitely been on point for both sides. But unfortunately, 2nd-AD has not capitalized on their rocket. Good rocket from 79th. There just wasn't anyone home at that particular moment. Another intercontinental ballistic missile from 2nd-AD over on the western flank with nothing again. Here comes another one, and a little bit too high, and that's just going to soar out of play. This little crisscross applesauce action is not a terrible strategy, though. Being able to land shots on them. 2nd-AD is taking out a lot of the enemies in the center. And actually, they kind of have numbers right now, if they're able to push. Speaking of pushing, it looks like Jesta has made it all the way behind their lines. If he was the squad leader doing it, if Wintermute did this at the very beginning, instead of sitting there for 5 minutes and then falling back, this would be absolutely devastating to 79th. Because he could sneak back, he could put an OP up here, and it would be just devastating. Now, does he know not to engage anybody? He's in an open field, he needs to be running. His stealth approach is great, but when you're in an open field, you need to be in the open for as small a time as possible. Unfortunately, with the footstep mechanics in Hell Let Loose, they are going to hear you one way or another, so you might as well close the distance as quickly as possible. But this is going to be interesting to watch for the moment. It looks like the Eastern Front, they're still trying to push through. Voodoo might be trying to follow Jesta, since Jesta probably gave him the all clear right now. Ideally, somewhere by the garrison, Necro should be over here, spraying down this area with fire, being a nuisance, and drawing the enemy's attention away from them. Voodoo's doing a long flank around the map, so it's all up to Cost right here. If Cost ends up seeing Voodoo, then it's going to be curtains. And I think he does, and yeah, I think the jig is going to be up here. Jesta got taken out. And Voodoo is still alive.
I think a few of them leaked, Max.
Ah, that's your problem. We held down our side.
Great
No,
teamwork
I think we
by
killed one,
the 79th right there.
They're trying to. We're covering it.
The
Yeah.
east side informing the west
But if
side
OPs
that
start
the
letting up, that's
infiltration
why.
is their problem.
Your fault.
No, your whole fucking squad's on my side of the map.
It looks like Voodoo just bled out or got headshotted. Unfortunate for them. It was a good effort, but it just was a little. It took them a little bit too long to get that little effort together. Meanwhile, over on the east, they're still beating their head against a wall, with no progress being made toward trying to take the point up here. We've got just under 5 minutes left in this round. Some more rocket play. Again, this flanking maneuver is really ideally done by the squad leader and not by anyone else, because if you actually do infiltrate, you can actually set your OP up behind the enemy as opposed to just having a one-man army. ICBM by Pelican is well short. We do have a hard push up this way, advancing under the cover of smoke. 2nd-AD does have the numbers, it's just a question of whether or not they can actually push through with it. And they do. They've got an open path in front of them to take this building.
Max, I
It's
died
just
from your side, dude.
Just a question of whether or not
poor
Voodoo can
baby.
get the OP established here.
As they're yeeting rockets across the map at us.
They have gained this this house here. That could be absolutely crucial to at least give them half a shot at beginning cap progress. They're going to have to move up, and they've only got 2.5 minutes to do it. They need to get an OP up. It looks like they, Voodoo does have his OP up, and Token needs to push up and advance and try to get something on Hugo's farm.
Make your OP
Great
hot!
rocket by
Make your OP
79.
hot!
Yeah, yeah.
Alright, let's see. Oh, here's where Baker OP is. If they can take that out with a grenade or something, that might give them a good shot at trying to get here. 2 minutes left in the game. They're making a run for it. 2nd-AD is making an effort. It will most likely be a little bit too little too late, but they're doing whatever they can. And it's going to be an absolute melee here for the next minute and a half. That machine gun's got that little edge locked down. Chips took out the 2nd Armored OPs, so that's
OP
gonna
destroyed! Until Catzel, nice nade.
Hey, it's the shotgun guy.
be 1 minute left, and
Points
it's
contested.
contested. The point is contested. 1 minute
Captain
remaining.
Squad's dead. Oh, why?
Jordan has come through and has eliminated the
gun
OP.
chips. Oh no.
Alright, here we go with 1 minute left. Can they get enough cap progress in order
Aye,
to
Roger.
proceed forward? Is there an OP back here? Yes, there is. Is 79th going to start calling
Seven, all
Alamo
my guys
and
getting a point.
have everybody get into the center point in order to stop the last minute cap progress from going? Very exciting last minute here. It doesn't look like they're going to
let's
get
go.
enough people into the cap point, but we'll see what this last
Maxwell, Chris, up, kill two
what
near
this
him.
last spawn does. Whether or not we go into overtime or not, they're going to have to start running into this cap point because this is going to be close. With 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Ceasefire, ceasefire in the firing line.
Ceasefire.
Yep, got him.
Ceasefire, that's
There's
game.
a-
Ceasefire, that's
Alright,
game.
that's
Ceasefire, that's
match.
game. Back out, redeploy, switch sides, and get ready to go at the All right, here we go. The initial wave is en route. It's under 30 minutes. Teams are still even, everyone's still in. Looks like 79th just seems to be a little bit faster getting into the point. 79th rocket falls a little bit short. If that had hit, that could have been devastating. Initial firefight is favoring 2nd-AD. A couple of great kills here by Pelican on the eastern flank here. However, 79th is getting the better part of the western flank. Cap progress by 79th. It looks like they've almost squad wiped 2nd-AD. I'm not really sure what happened there. Now let's see if they got their OPs up. Now looks like, yep, both sides did get OPs up. Question is, are they going to stay up? It looks like Chips is behind enemy lines. Not sure if he's going to get an OP behind them and go for a surrounding tactic. Second AD is spreading out in order to cover everything. Token just got taken out on his OP. That's going to be very dangerous for second armored, and Shep looks like he's about to take out the OP. There's nothing stopping him right now. Yep, they've taken out second AD's OP. Bravo's got a weak OP. That's not going to hold out for them for long, I don't think. That's just going to get suicide pushed by NCK here, I think. Yep. Voodoo's OP's down. The question is, does he realize it? And can he put it back up before he's taken out? Right now it looks like 79th has completely dominated the position here. And it might be a replay of the last game. Looks like Voodoo did get the OP back up. Unfortunately, there's getting completely squad wiped here. Point's been taken. That's going to reset the OPs, which means second armored is back to their usual position of being pinned back into their garrisons, and they're going to have to fight their way out. This side looks like it does give him a few more opportunities to advance, though. You can make a push through this garrison up through these roads and hedgerows here. You can go up through this street here. Or you can fall back a little bit, go along this road right here, and try to come up this flank over here. So there's more options. This is a terrible map for 18v18 because it's so unbalanced. But they haven't taken it out of the rotation yet. Easy Max coming around the flank here. Let's see if he's observed. Rest of his squad is spawning behind. Easy makes his presence known with a good MG kill on Guardsman. He's coming around. He doesn't see anybody, but nobody sees him. Oh, this is going to be devastating. This could be devastating for the 79th if they can hold this lane down right here, and he's shot. Not sure who got him, but what a relief for 79. Now the question is 2nd-AD going to do anything with it, or are they just going to sit around and do nothing? Sit around and do nothing looks like the answer to that question. Unfortunately, they had a good shot to try to come here and exploit this breakthrough to the east, but it's another opportunity squandered by inaction. You've got King Orc over here. And he's taken out by Chris. A little bit too sneaky. You gotta be a little bit more forceful and aggressive with your actions. Especially if they're just sitting waiting for you. If you try to sneak around the corner slowly, they're gonna get the shot on you. You gotta just run in and make them undershoot, and then you can tag them on the way back through. Trying to sneak your way and pie in the corner is just never gonna work, especially since they already hear your footsteps and they know you're coming. You have to kind of rush it. Well, unless we see some unique tactic from 2nd-AD, we might be in for another 20 minutes of 79th holding down a position and farming kills. A little bit of a misplaced rocket there by Nupton. And he's headshotted as punishment. We do have an assault to the east. Second AD has, yeah, not numbers anymore. And they're just getting picked off right here. So nothing mounted from that. Now we've got Jesta over here doing the low crawl. Interesting tactic. In Hell Let Loose, the low crawler is very often overlooked. And if he isn't seen by somebody down the line, this might actually work out for him. But again, he's not a squad leader. So if he infiltrates, he can only do so much damage. Whereas if a squad leader got behind everybody, then all of a sudden it's game on. Looks like they've reinforced this point, so this breakthrough might not go the way they had hoped. Good rounds downrange by Jesta. But again, it looks like they're just waiting for something, and now the Jesta just got taken out. They're marking that there might be a garrison there. Voodoo's waiting for some reinforcements. On the east side, they're trying to push. They do not have the numbers right now. Easy Mac's trying to be a nuisance, and he's taken down, so is Burger, so there goes that push. Meanwhile, over here, Voodoo's trying to make a run. I don't really like that from Wintermute, trying to shoot people all the way over there. I think trying to exploit the breakthrough and not engaging somebody all the way over there and giving away your position would have been the better option. Got some smokes. Chris is going in for a rocket shot, maybe? Or he's just going to use 2nd-AD smokes against him. He's going to take out the LP, and oh god. If he had shot that half a second later, he would have wiped out the entire team. And he is lit on fire for his efforts. That cannot feel good, my friends. That cannot feel good. Chris JT is alive, although probably wishing he wasn't. Nupton's down. Necro's down, and there goes that. Chris is hugging the borderline, but he's staying in. Now, once you're squad wiped on that, the best thing that 2nd-AD can do right now is completely regroup and push the other side of the map and go for an overwhelming attack. Unfortunately, they spawned back on this garrison and they just got completely wiped out. They need to not use this garrison again. It's out of service. I think 2nd-AD's best chance of winning is to provoke a rocket shot over here, hitting the garrison and taking it out. Try to bait a forfeit loss. It looks like now they're going to try to push the western flank hard. They've got a giant wall of smoke going. We've got a counterattack from chips. The gun battles that 2nd-AD was winning last week is being won this week by 79th. They've had the upper hands in the tactics and the gun battles, and that's going to spell doom for 2nd Armor right now. King Orc has gotten behind them. Unfortunately for him, he's not going to be able to run all the way around that way. He's going to be outside the map for longer than 10 seconds, and he'll die. But here we go. We do have a flank. Orc is down on the flank. Good nades. Very good nades by 2nd-AD as they're pushing in. Does Jordan have the flamethrower? Jordan has the flamethrower. This could be interesting. This might become saucy. Jordan thinking he might host a barbecue here. Here it comes, and he's headshotted. Again, the attack is progressing a little bit too slowly. They need to advance hard, and they need to advance fast. Pelicans coming in with the automatic weapons. Somebody just threw a nade and took out the entire team. He doesn't realize how good this is. They're just sitting there waiting. Oh god, if they just advance, they have an open road. They've got an open road, they just need to push. They've squandered another opportunity. You hate to see it. And this attack is stalled out, and they've got a line on the garrison. Attack Pelican's going to go in for the rocket shot, just misses and pays the price. So that's that garrison knocked out of commission. We've got Voodoo over here placing down an OP. Taking some rounds. Jimmy's right on the line, but he's good to go. That was a close rocket from 79th. Trying to take a page out of 2nd-AD's book with the ICBMs. I don't think this is the map to be using the flamethrower, though. Well, looks like King doesn't have it anymore. Just under 10 minutes left. 2nd-AD actually has an open road on this eastern flank here. Will they take advantage of it, or will they sit around waiting for things to develop? Jordan's abandoned the flamethrower too. That's good. We do have a breakthrough here. Will they exploit it vigorously enough? Or will they let another opportunity slip by the wayside? Jesta, you can't stay there. You have to move. He's got the kill. Are they going to push forward? You can't. Oh my god, for the love of God, do something. For the love of God, do something. You've completely collapsed their flank. It's an open road to Hugo's farm. Will they push? They've got nothing there. Dear God, push. It's an open road all the way to Hugo's farm and they don't see it because they're not advancing. Let yourself die. Run forward and get killed. It's better than sitting around doing nothing. You shouldn't be sitting in the same cover for more than 2 or 3 seconds before you move. If you die, you die, but sitting around doing nothing is sitting around doing nothing.
They took it on the other side of Hunter, or on the other side of Jordan. There's a guy right behind the haystack.
It's still pretty much wide open, too. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. They're back in. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yep. They sat around and did nothing and got themselves killed. And that's going to take out their OP and their eastern flank. Now we've got nothing over here in this garrison because it is just flat out watched by guardsmen. So there's only one more spawn point, and that spawn point is going to get watched right over here by rockets. Good rocket attempt by 2nd-AD. Right on the line with pretty much a line right onto the garrison. It's pretty much it for 2nd-AD right now.
Token, will you tell Attack Pelican that he has a guy direct front right? Like right at the map border? You want to push right?
Just about 2.5 minutes left on this Slaughterfest. The rocket placement hasn't been horrible so far. I mean, they're getting really close and they're hitting where people would be, but unfortunately, it's just not there. Just under 2 minutes left, which is essentially game because there's no possibility of overtime with the fact that there's not enough time left on the server in order to do it. But they're not going to get into a position to take the point anyway. They're going to try one last hard push. See how far they get. They've got all their guys committed to it. They're getting rockets. They're getting some kills. They're pushing forward. But they needed this reckless abandon 20 minutes ago. It's too little too late. Oh, amazing rocket from 79. Who is that? JFK shot first. Well, he shot that one first, and it certainly did him in. King work with a nice little flamethrower kill before he gets wiped out. And that's going to do it, folks. Going for our last second spite rocket.